Depending on what your project is, your data might be numbers or information about people and how they behave, or images and videos. Depending on what kind of information you have gathered, your data will be analyzed in different ways. First of all, you need to have your data organized in order to be able to interpret it. You should be able to categorize your data according to which information is providing you. The data analysis can be descriptive, inferential, predictive, or diagnostic. The most common types of quantitative data are counter, measurements of physical objects, sensory calculations, among others. For the units of these types of data, you can tabulate your information in spreadsheets. Once you have your information organized, you want to associate measurement scales with variables, then connect the descriptive statistics such as mean, frequency, percentage, etc., with the data, and then you will select appropriate tables or graphs to represent the data. For example, if you measure the CO2 concentration in the air and the daily temperature during a month, you will have 30 units of information per variable, 30 for temperature and 30 for the CO2 concentration. You will enter those values in a table, and then you could find the mean for each variable, and then you could use the statistical test to see if those two variables are related. On the other hand, if your data is qualitative and about people's behavior, you might have interview audios, paragraphs, or videos. The first step will be to transcribe the audio documents so that you can properly analyze the text. You will read through your transcripts, identifying which pieces of the information are actually useful for your research questions, and at the same time, you will focus on finding themes or patterns that were exhibited. Once your themes have been identified, it is useful to group the data into thematic groups so that you can analyze the meaning of the themes and connect them back to the research questions. Finally, you will assemble, organize, and compress the data into a display that facilitates conclusion drawing. The display can be graphic, table or matrix, or a textual display. You will want to look at relationships between variables, particularly relationships between your independent and dependent variables. These relationships should be shown on your display, on graphs, and in tables that will be the information you draw your conclusions based on.